So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we are going to be reviewing the brand new Team of the Week number 5 inform Wilfried Zaha, who has just been released, and it's 6:05, and I have just paid a lot of coins for this card, 350k to be exact. So if you guys could leave a like rating on this video, that'd be very much appreciated, because I get the feeling I'm going to lose quite a few coins on this purchase. But today we're going to discuss whether this card is worth it or not. Obviously, the upgrade on him isn't fantastic, and we're going to look at that in more detail in a moment. But the main selling point about this Zaha is actually the fact it's a position change inform. Obviously, originally in FIFA, Zaha is a left winger, and this inform is obviously a striker card, which can be used in a bunch of different central roles, which I think is quite nice. So let's quickly do the comparison, shall we? So we've jumped over to Footbin, and as you can see, when we highlight the non-inform, the upgrades aren't really amazing. We've got a +3 in the shooting department, a +2 in passing, dribbling and pace, and a +2 in physicals as well. So no particular standout upgrade. It's a very minuscule one, if I'm being fully honest, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest, because if this card got a bigger boost, it could be a really nice item, especially in the shooting and passing areas. On the screen right now is Team of the Week number 5, and as you can see, it does feature quite a few nice items. We've got Paulinho, Kimmich, Valverde, Gomez, and there's also a bunch of other notable items in there too. Joe Gomez stands out to me though. I would really like to get him in my red picks, and if you guys want to see it, maybe I'll review him later tonight. Let me know by leaving a like and commenting down below. But anyway, we're here to focus on Zaha. Medium work rates, 5-star skills, and 3-star weak foot. Shame about the weak foot, to be honest. No real traits to actually discuss in depth. In terms of in-game stats, like the pace column a lot. Shooting looks okay, nothing too spectacular there, so we are going to be putting a Deadeye Chem Stout on him to help him in that department, because it looks like he needs it. Passing looks alright, dribbling looks very nice there, and the physicals, to be fair for a pacey forward, look to be at a good standard as well. If I'm being fully honest, straight away, just from a first impression of like card attributes, he doesn't look to be worth his cost, even with the position change upgrade. But obviously we're not just going to judge him off that. We're going to play some games to see what he's like in matches. Maybe he'll be super overpowered, who knows? Let's find out. Here we go then, in game number 1. Ironically, we actually come up against the Zaha, the non-inform version. My opponent's got him on the wing. He's also got a very strong backline, a very pacey one too, which involves Diego Carlos and Eder Militao. Nice tackle there from Jordi Alba. Zaha's going to flick it over his man. Going to come back. Oh, he read that. I was hoping he was going to like bite and go aggressive to the wide area, but read it well, and unfortunately made the tackle, and now it's through on goal apparently. Good save, Edison. Zaha. Oh, Lucas has lost possession there, but he's won it back. Wilfried Zaha with a chance. Oh, that's an interesting finish, but the ball ended up in the back of the net. The ball just bounced really weirdly, but a nice finish in the end by Zaha, off his left foot as well, and we have ourselves a 1-0 lead just before the 20-minute mark. Party. Zaha's just absolutely done the centre-back, and then the ball's gone in the back of the net, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't know why he's decided to take off that shot with his left foot. I was aiming for the far corner finesse, and he's gone with his left foot, his weak foot for some reason. Don't know why. Ball's over the top. Zaha in behind. He has got the pace. Can we get someone on the end of this cross? We're going to ping it across and hope for the best. And Lucas! Oh, it did end up in the back of the net. It did end up in the back of the net. Bit fortunate, I feel, because the shot wasn't particularly powerful, but it was accurate enough to loop around the keeper, and it looks like my opponent might be now exiting the game. And indeed he is. 2 goals and 8 assists on debut for Zaha. Pretty good 10-minute spell there. Like, it was weird, because like the first 15 minutes it was very 50-50, but then after that we just scored 3 quick-fire goals in quick succession, and that was enough for my opponent apparently. The next opposition is also Premier League themed. He's got some very good players though. He's got Gareth Bale, Allen, Gabriel Jesus, Alex Telles. Yeah, just a very solid Premier League side. Zaha, can we get through this gap here? Oh, he's done well. Oh, the finesse just wasn't there. But second bite, and that's also saved. Unfortunate. I thought we were going to score there. Good bit of play. Martial finds Zaha. Chance to score here, and he does exactly that. Nice ball from Lucas there to put the ball right in the path of Zaha, who finished very nicely with a strike across goal. And we'll get a shot away here. Chance of the finesse, but Edison saves. Just not enough power on it, sadly. And there is half-time. At the break, it's just a 1-0 scoreline, but I'm hoping we can extend that lead in the second 45. Lucas. Zaha. Oh, he's done well. Oh, Zaha wanted to keep the ball. I really did. He still might score. Oh, wow. I don't know what to say about that goal, to be honest. That was a bit of a strange one. So I tried to like fake shot, and then he lost the ball to Lucas, or Lucas claimed the ball off him. And then the ball trickled forward. We got a shot away, and then the ball just got put in the back of the net with an auto shot. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, there is full time then. The full time score is 2-1. Thanks to goals from Wilfried Zaha. Good to get the win in that game, especially because Edison was a bit of a busy boy as well. So, yeah, not a bad second outing at all. Okay then, so after a few games, it's now time to review Zaha's performances, and all in all, I enjoyed using the card, to be honest. It was, like, it's not an excellent striker, but it was a fun card to use, and you'll understand why as we start to break things down. In terms of price, obviously I paid a premium for him. I bought him like pretty much as soon as he came out, so I'm only going to imagine that his price is going to drop a lot in the coming days, especially after rewards tomorrow, so don't look into the price too much. So let's break things down, shall we? First of all, pace, very, very good, very happy with that. Felt quick in game both with and without the ball, and that is obviously a big positive for any player in FIFA. Another area where I thought this guy was very strong, literally, was the physical department, which is quite frustrating that I forgot to put it on my little end screen notepad here. The physical stats should be in the pros column. I was really happy with his strength, to be honest. Battled a lot in game, which was very, very pleasing. He's not like ridiculously strong, but for a pacey attacker, winger / striker, I think he shows good strength and aggression in game and fights for the ball a lot, and that means that he can be a bit of a nightmare for centre backs, and you can see that in game. Well, you will have seen that if you watched the clip, sorry. In terms of shooting, this is where this card is held back a bit in terms of being a striker. I'm definitely not saying his shooting is bad, because it's not. I actually think his finishing is to a good standard, and I liked his shot power quite a bit. But ultimately, he just isn't as reliable, isn't as clinical as other striker options in the game. That's why I think this guy is probably better suited to a wide attacker role. Like, this card to me is screaming 4-2-3-1 narrow wide attacker. That's where I think you're going to get the most out of this item. I like the passing on this card. Despite not having a good long passing rating, I didn't think his long passing was that bad. And his short passing was to a good standard, and his crossing I also thought was nice as well. So the guy was distributing quite well for me, which is great. And the dribbling is something we haven't discussed yet, but as you can imagine, that is one of the big positives about this card. I liked his ball control, his first touch was very nice, and he just felt agile and just easy to have in possession of the ball. He's very easy to manoeuvre, and for those of you who like to skill, I think you'll enjoy this card a lot, because he's very good at executing said skill moves. I don't perform too many different ones. I know what I know, and I use what I know, and that's about it. I've got about 4 skill moves in my locker, but for those of you who like to use the old right stick a bit more, I think you'll get a bit more out of this card than I did. So all in all, a good item. Not a brilliant out-and-out striker, but definitely a good card that could definitely add something to some people's attacks. So definitely wouldn't mind getting this item in my red picks. So yeah, that is that. Ultimately, I don't think I'd advise this guy as like a lone striker. I think if you're going to use him as a striker, you want to be using him in a 2-striker formation. Other than that, I'd probably use him in a wide area. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the Inform Zaha. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do drop a like rating on it. In the comments, let me know your thoughts on the item. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.